Buenos dias y bienvenidos. My name is Kristen Shoup with Inbound Cuba, and I am delighted to be here for Chapter 2, How and Why Legal Travel to Cuba is Still Possible for Americans. There was some confusion generated after the Trump administration's announcement on June 5th, 2019, so my goal today is to share correct and helpful information so that you may schedule a worry-free land tour of Cuba. All right, guys, well, without further ado, let's dive in. All right, this slide focuses on all the legal information, which is going to be our main topic today, but I know all that can be a little bit dry. So I thought I'd kind of liven things up a little bit and make you a really, really good virtual mojito. While in Havana earlier this summer with Inbound Cuba, I ate at this amazing paladar you see me here with, where Alejandro, the amazing bartender, taught me how to make fantastic mojitos. So enjoy, and off we go. All right, fact number 1. Travel to Cuba is legal for Americans, and it's legal when done within OFAC set regulations, including the latest changes effective June 5th of 2019. Fact number 2. Since our inception, Inbound Cuba has been operating legal travel to Cuba for Americans under OFAC's general license called Support for the Cuban People. Now, this remains a legal travel category for Americans and was actually not impacted by the announcements on June 5th. Fact number 3. At Inbound Cuba, we chose to work under the Support for the Cuban People travel category as it both fuels our passion for immersive travel and fulfills our higher mission, which is to put tourism dollars directly into the hands of the Cuban people. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this on the next and final slide, as it what makes the difference between our providing you with the experience of a lifetime versus, well, a nice vacation. Fact number 4. OFAC Support for the Cuban People regulation requires the use of private local entities to provide experiences in a full schedule of activities. Now, at Inbound Cuba, we are fully compliant here because we use cuentapropistas, and we use them to provide the elements of your tour, not government entities. For example, we work with private guides, private drivers, we hire private cars, we use casa particulares, which are private bed and breakfasts, and paladares, which are private restaurants like you see here with me and Alejandra. Fact number 5. Within the Support for the Cuban People travel category, OFAC requires, quote, a full schedule of activities, end quote, which is about 6 to 8 hours of organized events each day. So sorry guys, no full beach days just yet for Americans, but no worries, you won't miss it. We will customize your itinerary to align with the things that you are really interested in, so that your 6 to 8 hours really translates to a day full of personal and meaningful engagement while having lots of fun. All right, facts number 6. There are still select hotels that remain 100% legal for Americans to use as a lodging choice. And the reason for this is because these specific hotels are actually not on OFAC's restricted list. And we continually review this list and will help you find your most comfortable and legal lodging choice. Well, all right, guys, that's a wrap on the legal beagle stuff. Hope you enjoyed your virtual mojito. And I just wanted to spend a moment to share just how powerful your tourism dollars are within the Support for the Cuban People travel category and how it helps us provide you with the experience of a lifetime. Ready? Here we go. All right, first and foremost, this is possible because we work primarily with the cuentapropistas. Second, the monies are paid legally and directly to these cuentapropistas, which truly augments their monthly income by over 500% when you compare it to an unsustainable government wage that many Cubans earn. Third, by virtue of having an incredible network of really high caliber cuentapropistas, Inbound Cuba can design the most powerful and interactive exchanges for you. So imagine a trip where you meet people who share your passions and are just as excited about connecting with you as you are with them. Pretty cool stuff. And fourth, a quick story which I think really pulls together how all this works so beautifully, and that is the story of Made. Here I am with Made to my left in the white shirt, and Norma, another cuentapropista, on my right. Now, Made works full-time as a journalist with the Cuban government, and then part-time for us as a cuentapropista and private guide. Now, before Made worked with us as a cuentapropista, she lived outside Havana in a rural community and had to commute into Havana every day to her job as a government journalist. She really had no hope of ever living in Havana, as her government wages barely covered her living expenses in the rural community. Well, she began working with us at Inbound Cuba as a private guide, and guess what? She was able to save money, working towards her dream of being a homeowner in Havana. And I am really pleased to share that Mare has bought her new home in Havana, and that smile you see here is even bigger as she and her family now live a much higher quality of life, which again was only possible through the tourism dollars brought to her via the support for the Cuban people travel category. So, aquí estamos! All right, well now you know that travel to Cuba is legal for Americans. It's an incredibly immersive experience and a very powerful way to help local Cubans improve the quality of their lives. So let me share my contact information on the next slide here. Thank you. My name is Kristen, and again, thank you for spending your time with me. Please let me know if I can answer any other questions or help you design your dream trip to Cuba so you can experience this awesome destination. Until then, hasta luego, and enjoy a beautiful Cuban sunset with Inbound Cuba. Ciao!